Yo, what's up, boys? Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me post this shit up on my Instagram. Alrighty, guys, one sec. I'm just gonna post this shit on my Instagram real quick, and then we will discuss the game plan. I hate you. Or hi. I read it wrong. I was like, geez, bro, a little early for that, no? Um, oh, yeah, orb is extremely small. I'm not liking the. Let me go ahead and actually talk about that right now. All right, we got the book map right here. We got orb. Yeah, so I don't think that orb is going to be too interesting today. Um, we're already kind of in the zone. Personally, I'm not loving it. Yeah, I'm really not liking it right now. Why don't I trade the September contract? I'll change it today. Darius tomorrow, yes sir. Yeah, that boy flying out of South Dakota. All right, yeah, midpoint is in my opinion already disrespected. Fuck ton of orders showing up on book. I mean, obviously it's the market open, but um, but yeah, guys. I mean, let me see if I can show you the game plan for today. I think I already had it marked out. But pretty much, I'm just going to be looking for rejection off of this high. Want to see a very clear move off of that on the 5 minute or the 15 minute. Might also be looking for a bounce off of this low. Really, all I see today. I don't know if you guys have been following the news, but in my opinion, the reason we have this huge gap up is because Donald Trump just announced that he's pretty much just it's a very interesting thing, but U.S. and Iran agreed to end the war, right? Which nobody knows how long that's going to be, but the market had a nice reaction. Market got a little happy when it heard that. Somebody said, why no stream on Discord or Kick? I still don't know how to fucking cross stream. I'm pretty much going to be getting I'm going to have somebody do like a streaming course with me because I need to figure out a lot of shit. Oh yeah, yeah, we just pushed through that high. Glad obviously I didn't take that break and retest. That didn't look good at all. A good sign that the break and retest is not good is when we're already trading in the zone right when the market opens. It's like I want to see us break out of that zone. I don't want to see us trading in the zone. It's like the book trading in the zone. I did say I would figure it out over the weekend, and I did not figure it out over the weekend. I mean, I also just get paranoid of I don't want to stream and try to do some shit today, and then I'm late. But I'll probably do some tests tomorrow morning, earlier. Definitely some big buy orders coming in, obviously, but I'm just watching a book map right now. Yo, check your chart, twin. Yeah, bro. No, a lot of buyers coming in. So he said wrong chart. What do you mean, talking about switch to the September contract? It's the same shit right now. Just moving the exact same way. There's going to be slightly less volume on this chart, but it's moving the exact same way. Can I accept your Discord friend request? Probably not. I try not to do that to avoid confusing people. All right, I'll switch to September contract. It's confusing people. Long story short, when you're trading ES, you pretty much have to roll over your contract like this. And you usually do this on the 14th or the 15th of the month. This contract has way higher volume. So literally all you're doing now is just marking out the same exact levels that you had. Get these highs, and then it's the same shit. Highs are always in black, and then I always mark out my lows in blue. So now we have the exact same chart. And your guys' brokers, assuming you're on Tradevate, will automatically update. So you don't even really have to worry about that. It'll give you a little thing. Game plan, easy. Just take that shit, copy and paste it into the new contract. But yeah, people were getting confused because it's gonna move the exact same as this contract, but the price will be a little different. And I do not feel like reading my chat telling me that the price is different. So we will be using the September contract from now on. Unmark that, swap that out, put that here. Boom. That is a what's it called? Tutorial on how to mark out or how to roll your ES contract on TradingView. Pretty simple. Somebody said Orb got disrespected. Yes, it did. Yeah, Orb is completely disrespected. About as disrespected as it gets. We still looking for a break and retest? No, we're not. I know you won't like it, but I took that long at 926. Yeah, I mean, I don't love it. But I mean, I'm glad you're winning, you know? With everything happening, Loki, probably no trades. Yeah, I mean, it's a Monday. We have a lot of volatility. I really want to be confident if I do take a trade today. What am I expecting today? Here's what I'm kind of thinking, right? So I think that, fucking hell. I think that this is an important area. All these all-time highs. I think I see one of two things happening. I'm gonna be very patient to make sure that I'm actually certain on what's happening. I see something like this happening where we have a rejection and then we get some chop. I also see a scenario where we just recover. We recover all these highs and we just move up and make up new all-time highs. I see this as a very realistic scenario. The thing that will help me read which one of these is happening is VIX. If VIX continues this downtrend and VIX takes out this low, obviously we're going to be moving up. So I think it's important that everybody adds an alert on VIX at this low, just so you're not caught off guard. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at today. Why would I not take a retest of the orb to the upside? So here's how I look at the opening range breakout, right? The break and retest. I trade it based on which direction we broke out to initially, right? Now, somebody could ask the question, okay, why are we not taking to the upside? I don't like that movement, right? The movement I'm looking for is 8 a.m., break to one side, retest, move, right? Or same thing to the downside. Boom, 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 boom. I am not trying to do boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Because that's just a different move. So for me, I don't usually take that. Somebody did catch a long here, which is questionable. It's good that they, got that they made money, but it's questionable. ESU 2026, yeah, that's the current contract. Why is VIX and ES the opposite? Oh, great question. So pretty much VIX is a volatility index, and volatility is mainly measured in downward movement. So when you're looking at VIX, it's measuring the volatility of the S&P 500. So yeah. So when VIX moves up, ES moves down. Popping my NeuroGum. Did I go to bed at 5 a.m.? Why am I so sleepy? I'm not that sleepy. I didn't go to bed at 5 a.m. I actually got pretty good sleep last night. I was just ignoring the chat for a second because I was watching price action. Clash Royale kind of trading day. What does that mean? Does that mean it's boring so you go in Clash Royale? Too early to call that, guys. I mean, maybe, but give it some time, you know? Is NeuroGum worth it? I would say so. Not gonna lie, I actually like this kind. Oh, I still have some. I like this other shit better. I have this gum called, I don't know what it's called. Oh, here it is. Rev, which I think is a little better. Make your webcam the mainstream. I don't think people want to see my face that much. What's the potential setup right now? The main thing I see is a rejection off of this high, this New York high. Main thing I'm looking at. Could be a continuation longs kind of day, but ooh, decent sized sellers just came in on Bookmap. See if buyers want to come back in. Yeah, switch to ESU. So all you guys want to do right now on TradingView is you're going to type in ES right here. ES, and then you're going to see this from CME. Click this little button, find ESU. Still some sellers coming in on Bookmap. We'll switch over to that real quick. You guys can see that had a bunch of buyers and we had a bunch of sellers that just came in aggressively right here. Kind of setting up this little wall that we're rejecting off of currently. So kind of cool to look at Bookmap and just see what's going on behind the candlestick. Why not ES1? Because ES1 isn't necessarily the actual contract that we're trading. ES1 is the index. So ES1 just shows us the all-time price data of ES. Right? Like, that just shows us the all-time ES price data. Bro, imagine trading ES back in like 2008. That shit was free. Just longing this shit, like damn. Just nice little long off an untested low. Just riding this shit up. That's so funny to watch. Freaky RP. Which low are we looking for, bro? So I don't know where I got that fucking nickname. Oh, actually, I might know. But we're looking at this low. It's going to be a 1565 or 1567. This New York low from Friday, which is a very important low because we had a huge reaction off of this low. Some sauce for you guys. When you're looking at lows, the bigger the initial reaction we had off of the low, usually the stronger the low or the high. Usually. Freaky P. Play music on your streams. What music can I play without getting copyrighted, bro? Why is it so damn cold in here? 1 second, I'll put my AC up. I'm back, sorry. Can you not play house music? Can he? I don't know. Oh, bro, how do you guys feel about the Knicks winning? Not gonna lie, I low-key have only ever done 4 sports bets in my life, and that was one of them, and I kind of printed. Check on SpaceX. I honestly don't even like looking at it right here. I like looking at the Binance version of it. This is basically SpaceX that you can trade on Binance. It's interesting, very interesting. This isn't the one I was looking at though. SPCX. Where's the one I was looking at? Is this it? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, definitely some interesting price action so far from SpaceX. I am watching it. I made a joke video about like shorting it because people were talking about it. I take that back. I don't want to be in any short positions. I think it's an interesting asset. I think that the amount of hype surrounding it, the amount of, you know, Elon Musk hype surrounding it, similar to how Tesla has it, is interesting. And I don't necessarily want to bet against that. Why is the market so slow today? Well, you know, it's a Monday. We just had extreme war news on a Sunday. We had a big spike in volatility on that Sunday. That was kind of, you know, when the move was. I did not watch UFC, dude. I don't know what it is. I'm just not a big UFC guy. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should start watching it. You guys want to see my Asian session range settings? Yes. Yeah, we can do that. Market's pretty fucking slow right now, so can do a little educational session. Whoops, that's not the fucking, my bad. Asian session range right here, there it is. So you guys might be looking at it and you might be like, okay, his sessions are starting early. And the reason that I do that is because I know this is gonna sound so confusing, but you almost have to like you have to put this an hour before when they actually start. Like my London is starting at 2 right here, but then on the screen you can see that it starts at 3. Like look like directly below this line right here. See it starts at 3, right there, 3. And then we have New York, and then we also have, I think that's it actually. I think that's it. But you guys also want to make sure that your settings look like this. I have my opacity like 15-20% on all these colors. I recommend using the same colors as me if you're using my strategy. I think that's kind of obvious just for visual cues. What are you talking about, bro? Some of you guys are so confusing. Wally! Bro, my man Wally. Wally's one of my favorite fucking people on this earth, bro. He's my friend from Sarasota. He was office neighbors with me. He's a Rust YouTuber, and he also trades. If any of you guys play Rust, you probably know who he is. What's up, Wally? Somebody said you missed the trade at New York High. So that's just not what happened. I think some of you just get so confused. I think that he's like thinking that we're still in the high from New York. He's thinking like this is the New York high. That's what's happening. He's thinking this is the New York high. And that's just not the case. That's just a candlestick. This is the New York high. Love from St. Croix. Oh fuck yeah, bro. Love. That is Wally 1K. That is, bro, you guys, I got motion, bro. Wally was my neighbor back in Sarasota. Look at it. That's his actual, click on it. We follow each other. Y'all think I ain't got motion, bro? The fuck? W. I guess a lot of traders play Rust, eh? That's sick. I'm almost at 70,000 subs. Congratulations, brother. Turbo track. It's like a Porsche. Pretty cool. There's no way Wally 1K is in here. Oh yeah, he is. What y'all know about motion? Alright, I need to get somewhere to spit my gum out. My name literally has Rust in it. It does. Alright, you guys want to check out Bookmap real quick? A lot of sellers. Buyers pushed it back up. Kind of holding around this level. We'll be watching to see if we can get a breakthrough. 7443. Or 7553. Rusty Profits. Saw a clip of me saying I might buy a new car. I might. I want to travel first, though. There's a lot of shit I want to do. I want, like, maybe in, like, the wintertime and shit, I'll have a new car, but this summer, I'm just going to be doing a lot of traveling. I'm going to do Europe. I want to go to some islands. Like, normal islands. Normal, like, cool, like, not like that. You have to be really careful with islands these days whenever you say island, especially if you're, like, wealthy, because people just kind of, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to specify I'll be going to normal islands with normal hotels. RP Island confirmed. Why aren't we waiting for Orb? Because we disrespected it multiple times. I would need to see a very clear rejection of this high, by the way, guys. Like, this is not going to be something where I just, boom. It's not going to be like a, you know, market order the second we tap this level kind of thing. It's going to be a wait for a very clear rejection. My stream is now at 10 seconds delay. What the fuck? Why are they nerfing me? Wrong contract on the book map? Yeah, you're right. Yes, U6. Let's see if we can make sure. Let's see if we can not break my water bottle today if we enter any trades. I love me some water, bro. One of life's greatest pleasures. Yeah, this is definitely better to look at. Whoever told me to look at this, I appreciate you. The volume's way higher on this. Sometimes I get a little lazy and don't switch it, but this is definitely a lot more fucking accurate. Some zesty way to drink water. What you mean, bro? How you want me to drink it? What? You want me to drink it like this? Like what? I mean, actually, that might look a little bit better, not gonna lie. 20 points if you took longs on the orb. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. This is not really, it's like, it's not a break and retest. You're just longing off the orb, which is fine, but like, don't think that's a break and retest because we didn't really break. Oh yeah, but we got Darius coming into town this week. So if you guys don't know, I pretty much did this thing where I was like, hey, I'm gonna fly one of you guys out to Miami, just make some videos, like talk about me, whatever. And Darius made so many fucking funny videos. And he's a guy that's been trading my strategy for a while. And yeah, he's just pretty much gonna be having, you know, kind of like a day, not a day, like he's here for I think 4 days. He's gonna be having like a little sneak peek into the lifestyle of a successful trader, right? And it's not gonna be like, you know, he's not gonna be like following me around 24/7. I'm gonna let him do his own shit sometimes. I'm gonna do my own shit, but we're gonna do some podcasts, you know, we'll go fucking have dinner, we'll stream it, and I'll give him some advice. I just want to spend some time with, you know, the people who support me, the people who are the whole reason I have followers and all that shit. Did not invite anyone else. No, you guys got confused. So initially I was gonna do a stream with 4 people at once, and then I was like, all right, we're not doing that. So now we're gonna do it like person by person. But people will not be disappointed. I promise you that. I'm locked in. Nah, the stream zone. I'm relatively locked in right now in that regard. Let me see that watch. We got a Rolex Datejust with diamonds. I don't really like this watch though. I like it. It doesn't like fit me. I feel. I kind of want to buy a Richard Mille. I don't know though. RP, how can I set up my own trading bot? It's actually relatively difficult, but the main thing is you want to quantify your strategy. So you want to take your strategy and then find a way to quantify it. Then you want to test it a fuck ton. And then once you test it, you want to put actual money on it, like real money, not funded account, not anything, just real fucking money, then test that. And then if that works, yeah, just continue kind of optimizing it. But the main thing is you want to quantify your strategy. Like if this happens, then that happens. Oh yeah, guys, I do have thoughts on Fable 5 being banned. Holy shit. So the government banned a fucking AI model, which is just awful. This is not good. Hold, let me show my screen. Yeah, guys, the government banned an AI model, right? The government literally shut down the shit, and I think this is not good. I think that the U.S. banning access to, Claude is a sign that AI is about to take over everything. I think this is extremely scary. I don't think this is a good move. I don't think they should have done this. I was using this model. I was actually using this model to develop trading software, and it's powerful. I don't think anybody should be banning models, right? I think this is pretty much the U.S. saying, hey, we're now going to be stepping in to AI. We're now going to be regulating AI. We're going to be doing a bunch of shit with AI that you guys don't want us to do, right? And this is not far from the U.S. saying, hey guys, now we have AI politicians. Now you guys don't have to work in the government. Now AI has replaced you, right? Now you guys don't even have to work anywhere. Now you guys can just, watch videos all day long and you can get paid, some sort of universal basic income. So I did kind of go on a rant there, but this is not good. This is not good at all. Those are my thoughts. Can you lock in and look at this high that we're rejecting off of? Bro. Bro's visioning things. Dude, I think that maybe you think that like we're still looking at one of these highs maybe, but we're only looking at untested highs. We are very close to they didn't ban it. They said only U.S. citizens could use it, and Anthropic could tell who was a U.S. citizen. Well, they did shut it off for all the. I mean, it's not available for me. I certainly can't. I don't know about you guys, but I can't use it. No trades yet. No, nothing yet. Do I use the AI that I made? Yes. I have it running on a few live accounts and then a big funded account. I need your session high and low settings. Somebody said Bookmap. Yeah, we can look at Bookmap. Let me just look at the price action real quick. 5 minute, we're definitely not trimming out this pullback. It's getting eaten up. This pullback might be getting eaten up. We'll watch Bookmap for this right now. Bookmap's good for watching trends. That's one thing I fucking love with Bookmap is watching trends. Had my first. Damn it! I don't think I can read that on here. Sometimes I see a comment and I'm like, I think I'd get banned if I respond to that. Reese's Pieces. Why is it not retesting the midpoint? Make it go down, dude. I mean, I can try, brother. I can try to give some calls to my friends in Washington. No, I'm playing. I'm so un-PR trained. Do I see any trades? Yeah, maybe. I could see a potential rejection off of this high. Maybe continuations to all-time highs. A little early. Oh yeah, we're doing live trading every day from now on at 9:30. So anybody that's wondering, like, my live schedule, every day. Come on here, market open. I'm live. I also want to do a talk show in Asia session where I talk about stocks, I talk about oil, I talk about macro, I talk about interest rates, I talk about that kind of shit. The market's closed Friday. Why? Is it actually? Wait, hold up. Oh yeah, Juneteenth. Juneteenth. Is it closed Juneteenth? Okay. Juneteenth. Fuck yeah. All right. This is awesome. I love Juneteenth, but I don't think we should be closing the market. Right? I am celebrating Juneteenth. I would love to celebrate with a nice break and retest to the upside. I don't know, like, I don't know why the market needs to be closed for this shit. Juneteenth. All right. Yeah, we get some fireworks and like it's a very important thing, but we don't need to close the stock market because the stock market is a very important thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, our ancestors, right? And I can say this as a mixed person, African American, would have been very happy to have us trading the stock market. I think they would have been very happy. I think they would have been extremely happy to have us trading the stock market. Same thing with MLK Day. Like Martin Luther King would have loved to see me making some bands on ES. I said that in my live and somebody was not happy about it. Well, brother, the perception may not be as good for you. I don't care, obviously, but I can get away with it a little bit more, because it's kind of like friendly fire for me. But no, I mean, I just think it's a bad precedent. Like, I actually do. I think that we should celebrate making money in the stock. I don't think that we should be, closing the market. But, obviously, I'm not the CEO of the stock market. I wish I was. RP, I love when you get mad. Dude, I just go on these little rants sometimes. Okay, we're definitely selling off on Bookmap. Definitely selling off on Bookmap. Obviously going to watch here and see if we get a good recovery. This is a good spot to watch Bookmap because this will show you kind of the purpose of it. We're either going to see a ton of big green dots come in right here. We're going to shoot up and we're going to fill all these asks and we're going to get a pullback. We're going to move up, or we're not, and we're going to fill these bids. Obviously it's kind of an in the moment thing. Penthouse, waterfront mansion, hilltop, cliffside mansion. Which one do you choose? Okay, great question. So right now I'm not in a penthouse, but I'm in a very nice condo. So it'd be comparative to a penthouse. I'm probably going waterfront mansion. Just something straight on the beach. That's like the next phase of my life is properties. I also want to do a lot of traveling. I'm gonna meet up with you guys too when I travel. I saw somebody doing that and I was like, that's sick. I literally meet people everywhere. Like I met people in the Bahamas. So interesting. I'm like taking this jet ski in the Bahamas and this guy's like, do you trade? I'm like, yeah. All right, so this is actually an interesting spot to watch right here on Bookmap. You know how I was talking about that pullback? That's kind of what's happening, right? We're not really closing below this level. We did look like we were gonna, but interesting spot to watch. Risky business meeting up with some of us freaks. Oh yeah, who won the eval? Okay, I have to make a video on that. I fucking completely forgot about that. I'll make a video on that. I'll make a video giving it out to the winner, because that'll be more exciting on TikTok. Tickers on my watch list? Sure, yeah. This isn't really my stock watch list. My main stock watch list is on Robinhood. But keep in mind, when I show you guys, where's my little game plan thing? When I show you guys shit, it is never financial advice. Like, you can do with it as you wish, but this is not me telling you what to buy. Bro, traumatized from pullbacks. No, dude, I mean, kinda, but no, realistically though, I don't like taking trades like that. Like I do sometimes, but my favorite trades are the break and retest and the rejection. What's up with this BS chart? Bro, I had the funniest, order flow is such a fucking polarizing thing because some people really hate it, right? And I am gonna go off on a limb here, and this is not gonna sound great, but if you hate order flow, it could be an intelligence thing, right? Because it's like, why are you hating a new way of trading, and not even a new way of trading. It's an alternate form of data. So it's not like you're using a new strategy, right? The thing that people confuse is it's like, oh, he's switching strategies. No, 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 no. The only thing that order flow is showing you is it's showing you what's happening beneath the candlesticks. So with any strategy, that's helpful data, right? I mean, maybe not with swing trading, but if you're scalping, if you're day trading, looking at what's happening in the candlesticks, looking at, volume, looking at, liquidation data, looking at buyers and sellers, bids and asks, that's pretty helpful, right? That's pretty helpful. So when somebody comments on my video, oh, bro's using order flow, I'm like, that's probably not an Albert Einstein type character. You feel me? You see what I'm putting down, right? Probably not a Warren Buffett type character. Darius comes over later this week. Do some IRL shit, do some trading shit. I'm sitting in that pose. I texted Darius, I was like, bro, bring pants. That sounded so weird. Bring like nice pants. Because you gotta have nice pants in Miami because all these restaurants will dress code the shit out of you. If you don't wear nice pants, they'll dress code you. You don't even need like nice, you just need like pants with belt loops. I knew that's gonna be a funny clip. Jeez, bro, y'all are like have like a middle school locker room mind. Go Bookmap. Am I meeting with Bookmap today? Oh shit, am I? No, I think that's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Yes, Bookmap meeting tomorrow. It's actually awesome. I wonder if they're watching my stream. I wonder if they're just like, hey. But what do we have happening on Bookmap right now? This is interesting price action right now. Interesting price action. Definitely in an uptrend. Pullbacks are getting bought up. The ting I've been posting on TikTok. Just a little vibe, bro. Just a little vibe. Nothing too crazy. Can you show us how your Bookmap is set up? Yes. Also, is this a better volume? Should I talk like this? Okay, so 1 second. All right, quick Bookmap setup tutorial. So all I do is I just took this brightness and I set it all the way over here. On my right side, I have the current order book, and then I have the session range volume profile, and then I have these dots which are representative of large buyers and sellers. As far as settings, I don't think I have anything special. I'm gonna fuck around with a lot of these indicators. I was like watching this video of this guy who had some of these indicators on here that did look a little bit useful, mainly just to show like big orders and stuff like that. But yeah, my order book's pretty simple. I also think that I may have moved this around to here. But yeah, I don't think I did much with it. Tell them to give us all 3 months. Dude, I don't know what they're gonna say. Yeah, I really don't know what the Bookmap meeting is gonna be about. Do a fan mail stream? I would be so down for that. How to read Bookmap? Okay, let me explain how to read Bookmap. So, let me move this face cam. All right. When you're reading Bookmap, you're looking at a few things, right? The main thing that you're looking at, and the whole thing that the reason price moves is because price is a constant auction. In red, you're looking at asks, right? These are people who are asking this price. Like if I'm selling something, I am asking you to pay me $5,000, right? They're asking for this. Now, bids are how much people are willing to pay, right? Now, when the bids and asks meet, that's the current price. That is order flow in a shell. So if you don't understand order flow, that's what order flow is, right? And on the chart, it's the exact same thing, except we're looking at candlesticks, which are representative of price, whereas This is representative of orders, right? Active orders coming in, which is showing us price, but it's showing us price in a more raw state because we're seeing where the orders are sitting, right? These lines, so these like big red lines are areas on the chart where there's a lot of liquidity. So you can tell the price is probably gonna have a decent sized reaction when it hits one of these areas just using common sense because there's a lot of orders sitting around it. And what happens when, you know, price interacts with an order, it moves, right? That's the whole thing that I just explained. And right here is another area where there's a lot of orders sitting around. All yap, no trades. Yeah, you know what, brother? You're exactly right. Let me go ahead and just take a trade right here. There's a lot of beautiful trades that have been played out, right? This is exquisite. This is almost like the Great Depression with how much opportunity we have right here. This is like 2008, right? You can tell that we had a beautiful move, right? From 7622 down here. I should have absolutely caught that. That is just beauty. I'm being sarcastic if you can't tell. I am being sarcastic if you can't tell. You could take a beautiful loss right now. Yeah, you could. I mean, fuck. Bro, that is hilarious. I'm sorry, that is so funny. I have a beautiful chat, bro. I would love to talk to you guys. That's why I want to do a talk show. Would you guys be down for that? I think you guys would. I'm not telling you guys what would be down for. Yeah, you guys would be down for that. We need a clip of the dead market. Unc was trading in first grade. RP, why did you short the 2008 market crash? You're right, bro. You're right. I don't know. You're right. You are right. Where's Mohit? Dude, I don't know. Your laugh is fucking goat. Beyond the charts with RP. Should do an open Discord call. Dude, that'll get fun. That'll get real fun. I saw this thing that TJR did where he was talking to people during the trading session, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. I thought that was so funny. All right, as far as price action, I know people want me to give an update on price action. I have not seen shit so far. There might be a trade today, but right now we have not seen shit. The game plan was that we're looking for a nice bounce off of Asia low. We have not touched Asia low. We were also looking for a potential rejection off of New York high. We have not touched New York high. BR likely invalidated. BR is fully invalidated. We can change that now. So yeah, this is just what we're kind of looking for right now. Do you guys remember when I played the egg game on the stream last time? With the talk show game. People when RP wins. Orb works, best strat ever. People when RP loses. Fuck Orb. Oh yeah, dude. That's how it goes. What age did I start trading? Oh shit, that's a good question. Dude, I was probably 15 or 16. I was really young. I was a kid. I was a fucking kid. I'd probably say 16. Literally a kid. Don't play the egg game. I'm not. No, I'm not. I was just saying, remember. I'm not going to play the egg game, guys. Don't worry. Why is Orb invalidated? So when we're looking for a break and retest, we want to see price break out, ideally to one direction. And today, at 9:30, we don't have one break, right? We have this break that already occurred, and then we're now disrespecting the midpoint to the upside, right? So at 9:30, we were just kind of hanging out in the zone, disrespecting the midpoint. Disrespecting just means moving through it. The thing that confuses people is what disrespect means. Disrespect just means that we're no longer showing that we care about that zone, right? It's like price is saying, hey, fuck you to this zone. Do I recommend any books? Yeah. What's a good book? I have a bunch of books right here. You guys want an interesting book that'll really make you think? Is Psycho-Cybernetics. Also, Reality Transurfing is a crazy book. Not answering my question since 3 streams, dog. Drop your question. I see your name now, so drop your question, brother. How long did it take for me to become? One second, I'm gonna look at Bookmap real quick. Yeah, we're selling off. Interesting price action. Um, I mean, obviously, there's some geniuses in the chat that shorted right here, but besides that, I don't know about anybody else. I find it so funny when people are like, bro, you didn't catch that. I'm like, dude, like, catch what? This 400 milligrams of caffeine has me locked. Bro's gonna be off the walls, eh? Jeez, 400 milligrams. That's an intense dosage. I thought breakout didn't count until 9:30. Yes, so I don't like looking at what it's doing until 9:30, but when we've already broke out to the downside, I really lose confidence. And for me, I would rather see us continuing to break out to the downside and then having that. Does that make sense? It's like this is kind of already the direction we broke out to, and then when this happens, it's like, all right, we're no longer respecting it. Let me know if that makes sense. I can explain it again if it doesn't, because I want people to understand that. What's the weather looking like today? Beautiful day in Miami, Florida, bro. Beautiful, beautiful day in Miami, Florida. I'm very well rested. I got some good sleep. So I'm gonna be on here probably another 20 more minutes, and then we will call it reality transurfing. Reality and then transurfing. Tran as in transformer. I have to keep a straight face when I said that shit, because I know the chat's gonna get a little crazy on that one. Pretty nice in Sarasota right now, dude. I feel like it is. I was who was I talking to my brother the other day, and it was beautiful out there. S&P 500 is like completely different from ES1 right now. Could it be another confluence? No, I don't like that as a confluence. I think that's probably just some sort of glitch. What's my favorite movie? Probably The Dark Knight. Going with the Joker. Incredible production. Have any thoughts on Oliver Tree? Yeah, rest in peace. Very sad. Very sad. The helicopter accident. I just don't think anybody should be getting on helicopters, bro. I mean, I think it's not good. But yeah, gang, he's never asked that question before. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that seems like a pretty new question. Oh my guys, that's funny. Shorts right now, I'd be careful. I don't see any sort of reason to do that. I should buy a no, bro. No. Mohit, what's up, Mohit? Welcome, brother. #1 subscriber. Fuck yeah. Thoughts on back testing? Yeah. So I actually do have some thoughts on back testing. I think that back testing can be incredibly useful to help with your intuition and to help with building confidence. What do I mean with that? When you're back testing, you can see how your setup played out in the moment. You can also see when it doesn't play out. Another thing you can do is you can back test with Bookmap. You can literally use Market Replay on Bookmap. So you can use Bookmap and use TradingView, and you can match that up, and you can find situations where Bookmap could have helped you. It could have shown you a big order, could have shown you a big sell order, could have shown you just big continuation show. So yeah, I would definitely recommend back testing. Now, don't think that back testing is a replacement for forward testing, because it's not. Back testing will mainly help you with accuracy. For me, it just helps me get better with accuracy and building confidence, and mainly just determining that your strategy works. Once you know your strategy works, I would say back testing can just help you find scenarios that like for me, back testing just helped me realize, like, okay, I'm not great at trading reversals. I like trading between certain hours, and these are the main setups I like to trade. Could you make a backtesting stream? Sure. Oh my god, dude, you guys are so funny. Do I still backtest, or is that now behind me? I still backtest. I still find myself backtesting. I don't backtest as much, anywhere near as much as I used to. What time do I get up in the morning? Today I got up at like 8:30. Is orb valid? No, it's not. Will there be a trade today or not? There might be. I mean, it's not looking like it right now, like actively taking a trade right here. These highs still kind of interest me. If not then probably not. But yeah, no trades so far. The market has been very choppy. I was initially looking for a rejection off of this high, didn't get that. Also didn't get the break and retest. The break and retest wasn't validated. Obviously, not interacting with any of these lows, so that is not a scenario. RP prays that he wakes up black. I don't think I give off that vibe. People say I'm whitewashed. I get that, but I don't really care. I don't know what it is. Whenever I do these streams, I get like these like allergies. Dark Knight over Interstellar, yeah, for me, much more interesting movie. Interstellar kind of bored me. I know it's gonna get hate, but Interstellar, the soundtrack's great, but the movie itself wasn't like, I wasn't like, whoa, like this is awesome. Proud to be black. Hell yeah, I'm proud to be. I'm mixed. I'm not black. I'm half Jamaican and then half white. You sound sick. Huh? I don't think so. Am I from Block? What? Oh, O Block. I was like, what? No, I'm not from O Block. Bro, that's. I feel like the person who typed that is like some like 18-year-old dude at like Sky Zone. Being like, bro, are you from O Block? Show us the fit. A little rough. Actually, it's not that rough today. So we got gallery department, Miami shirt combination going on as far as t-shirts go. It's like this Miami gallery department shirt. The hat's cool. The hat I bought off of a mannequin Casablanca hat, or Casablanca. Really, really cool hat. And then I got like Nike shorts on because I'm just doing it. Catch that? Bro, you need a haircut? I do need a haircut. Let me touch my barber. Oh, god damn it, I have to, wait 1 second. Oh yeah, barber. Hey brother, can I please get a cut sometime today? Spin for us, bro, that's crazy. Get an iced out chain with RP, that's pretty cool, I would do that. He's in Atlanta. Understood. Is there any way we could do a cut tomorrow then? I could do tomorrow afternoon. Perfect. I got Nike shoes. I got a biggest move is done for the day. Now comes the chop. Yeah, I most likely agree with you. I want to give myself like 9 minutes before I fully say that I agree with you because you never fucking know in these markets. I'm gonna be watching some crypto today, y'all. I'm creating my own trading bot using Claude. What do you recommend? So here is the first thing I will tell you. You wanna look at it like this. You don't want to look at Claude and be like, hey, how do I make money? You want to find some sort of edge, right? Find some sort of strategy that is already working. Maybe it's your strategy, maybe it's my strategy, maybe it's a fundamental investing strategy, maybe it's whatever, right? And then have Claude improve that, have the bot improve that, and then quantify it. Because ideally, you want to already have some sort of edge. You don't really want to be like saying, hey, like make me money. You want to use it to improve something existing, if that makes sense. Black jeans kicking in. What did I say? Did I say something that was like, let's see the braids? No. The braids are out of commission right now because this weekend, so if I forget to, here's how braids work. 10-second explanation. if I don't wear my do-rag or that like bonnet thing, they just get completely cooked. They just get absolutely cooked. So you know, there was a few nights where I was just out and I was just like, you know, I just didn't have time to necessarily get my do-rag on or whatever, and then boom, braids get cooked. Big buyer came in on Bookmap. Um, you're watching Brazil World Cup game. Is that on Is that in Miami? Might be one more move. There might be. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna give myself like a little more time. This has been a bad month. It's been a slow month. Switch to a silk pillowcase. That might be ball. Because if it's silk, it might not mess up the braids. I appreciate you, bro. Yes, we are live tomorrow. Somebody said TP hit. Fuck yeah. I mean, hey, well, I'm just glad. I don't know what you took, but I'm glad that it hit profit. Have I gotten into a fight before? Actually, not really. I tried to avoid that as a kid because that was like one of the things that could actually mess up your life. Just because you'd get like, I just never wanted to be surrounded by like bad people. Because when I was really young, I was hanging out with not like a bad group of people. TP hit in the middle of a shop. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? Dude, same. Sometimes I'm way too tired to wear the bonnet, and I'm just like, um, I missed 2 to 3 good plays already. You know what, Anthony? You're fucking right, bro. This was beautiful, right? This was a long off of the invisible fair value turtle gap right here. This was beautiful, right? 5 points in 20 minutes. I should have taken that. You're completely right. I also should have taken the trade right here. I should have longed this, and then I should have been up 3 points in an hour, right? Like, right, everybody's like, long, long. I should have just longed and then been up 3 points. So, Anthony's right. Anthony, you know what I might do, Anthony? Is I might just go ahead and just give you all of my capital. So if you can let me know where to send that, Anthony, I'll just let you trade. You can just trade because you're obviously, you know, the market maker. You're the market creator, the market taker, right? You're just kind of the big boss of everything. Pretty much Buffett at this point. I mean, realistically, I mean, like, all jokes aside, I mean, what the fuck is that guy talking about, right? Like, I mean, sometimes, right? I'll admit when I miss trades, right? Like, even the other day, right? There was a beautiful, like, I'll find a great example of a trade that I didn't take that was a beautiful trade. Um, right? Right? There was a little short opportunity right here. Beautiful shorts, right? I didn't take it. Or like longs right here, I didn't take that, right? But today, I mean, today there's just nothing. Ibiza final boss. I am trying to decide if I should go to Ibiza or not because I don't know if that is a good decision. Would midpoint be valid if it came down for now? Oh fuck! Is this the right chart? Um, yeah, it is. No, it wouldn't be valid because we've already broken through it to the upside. We've chopped around so much that now I don't see us having a good reaction. It's fun for a day. My friends are talking about going for a fucking month, bro. A day or a month. I don't even know who's crazy. I'm like, I don't know if you're right or I'm right. um, I don't do that, Braden. So I would just be sipping some rosé. I stay far away from that shit. People think I do, but I would never do that. Mark my words, we're going up. Somebody said that. That's not my words. Do people really use this weird looking chart? Yeah, and they make a fuck ton of money. Um, can I get a happy birthday? Happy birthday, bro. Have I read Best Loser Wins? That might be the one of the books that I actually haven't read. You know who I was listening to talk today, and this is one of the things where people will ignore this, but this is the shit that actually matters. This guy, billionaire trader, um, damn, $8 billion. Holy shit. Listen to him talk about the markets. He gave a really cool kind of talk, and he was pretty much saying that the market is like a boxing match. All right, Ethan, you're getting banned, bro. I don't even know what you are saying, but you cannot do the spam thing, bro. Bro, come on. Colombia. Dude, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. That's one of those things. Like I don't know if that's for me. I have a lot of friends who do that, and they have so much fun. They really do. They go to Colombia, and they just have a lot of fun. But that's just not really like what I want to do in like a partying way. Maybe I'd go to like relax and chill. But somebody says, "Are we done?" I'll give it like 15 minutes, but probably. Them Latinas, no joke. Bro, I mean, I don't. That's not what I'm doing in my life in this moment. I want to travel the world. I want to become way better at trading. I want to become way better at investing. I want to meet you guys. I want to just make cool videos. Oh yeah, I need some electrolytes. I got these electrolytes called Water Boy electrolytes. I'm gonna do this off stream just because I feel like YouTube could think it's like looking weird, but yeah, every day I try to do one of these big mountain or not one. I try to do more, but I usually do one. One of these big mountain valleys with electrolytes. Electrolytes 100% help me with my trading. If I don't have electrolytes, oh that's a terrible clip. That's a terrible clip. How do I like do this in a chill way? It should be good. Mm. Oh, I should have the Santa Cruz electrolytes. I had some the other day, and they're actually they taste a lot better than the ones I just had. He's cool too. Which places in Miami have the best skyline views? So not every. If you're in a nice condo, it's gonna have a sick view. Pretty much every condo. Now, nicest views. Um, Echo Brickell's pretty sick. Echo Brickell's pretty sick. Panorama Tower's pretty sick. Paramount Tower is sick. Um, but it depends on what you want to look at. Like, if you want to look at the beach, I would tell you to go to Sunny Isles. Um, This dude just talks about skyline views, no trades. Yeah, yep. We should be absolutely logging this. And then we should be shorting this. That one had to be rage bait. That one had to be rage bait. After the first roast session I did on that guy, that one had to be fucking rage bait. I do fall for it sometimes. I will officially call it in like 15 minutes. I mean, I'm just kind of, I don't really see myself taking anything. Maybe if we just shoot up here, I get some rejection, but you got pressed, lol. I didn't mean to hurt you, bro. Anthony, it's all love, brother. But I did not see a trade to take, so I saw an opportunity and I kind of had to run with it. I woke up late. Where was the long? Anthony, what time should I have longed? I'm just curious, Anthony. I'm just curious. Because I'm genuinely curious, Anthony. Like, type in the chat what time I should have longed. Eastern Standard Time. 8:30, you said? What? All right, that's gotta be rage bait. Gotta be rage bait. I had a set order at open. Anthony, no, you didn't. You just did. Why are you on here then? Why aren't you just, bathing in your riches? Did anyone profit today? There's no way. But yeah, I mean, I'll call it for the day. Like, there's no way I see anything else today that I like, because right now we're just chopping around, and if we weren't chopping around, I could have potentially been okay with taking some shorts off of this high, but we are chopping around. Disrespected the midpoint, pretty close to all-time highs. Didn't get anything off of here, so yeah, no trades today. We can go ahead and type in no trades. Q&A. Honestly, you guys can just ask me questions. Whoever has trading questions, just ask me trading questions, because I don't know, I feel like it might be a pretty exciting week, so I don't know if it'll always be this slow, but yeah, I will just answer your guys' questions. When am I gonna make an order flow video? It'll be the next YouTube video that comes out. How long does it take to become a profitable trader? It varies, but in my opinion, it's gonna take you at least 2 to 3 years, like minimum. Could you become profitable quicker than that? Yeah. Do I think it's gonna happen? Probably not. It's more of a content question about how long did it take to build up my TikTok account. A while, 2 years, but TikTok is very interesting. I don't think most people can go viral on TikTok. TikTok is crazy. You have to make like 20 videos a day if you want to go viral on TikTok. I don't think most people can do that and make good videos. You actually have to really like making videos. Yeah, TikTok's an interesting place. Best prop firm. So I have zero affiliation with any of them. In my opinion, you're gonna want to look at what most people are using and just talk with people. And if they're using it, then I would probably assume it's okay. I saw your new YouTube video about becoming a profitable trader. I love it. Oh, thank you. What's the difference between a reverse pullback into a short continuation versus a close below a low for continuation? Got you. So you're pretty much asking, what's the difference between um, this, right? So a short below a low would be like this, or this reverse pullback. So a reverse pullback is when we have a clear trend, right? So say that we're right here. This is a reverse pullback, right? You're saying, okay, we're just moving up a little bit. I'm going to take this next 10-point move down. A close below the low would be, okay, we just had a 15-minute candle close below this low. We're assuming that the low was no longer intact and we're just going to continue moving down. So to answer your question simply, a close below a low is more often than not the start of the trend, right? You're shorting like the start of the trend, whereas when you're shorting the reverse pullback, you're already kind of deep into the trend. Um, 648 is at all-time highs. No, I think you just didn't see my full screen. This is all-time high. This top one. Call it a day, bro. I did call it a day. There's no trades that are being taken. We're just doing a Q&A. But yeah, anyone wants a trade recap? I'll give a quick trade recap. So we didn't take any trades today. I didn't see shit. We disrespected the New York Open, meaning we were breaking out to the downside, then we just closed right above it. Price obviously didn't care about that level. I was looking for some shorts off of this high, which we never got. Was also looking for potential longs off of this low. Didn't get it. So all in all, no trades. We'll see what tomorrow brings. 20-minute left. What do you mean trade recap? Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, there may be some shit, but like, there's really no trade now, in my opinion, based off of what we've already done. I mean, like, I liked the rejection here, but I don't like it as time goes on. I woke up too late, bro. No, I didn't. I woke up at a really good time. I was all good today. What can you say about entries? I struggle on entries. I always find myself hesitating. Um, I would just try to have some sort of like little rule that you have with yourself. This is actually an interesting thought process. So there's this book called The Inner Game of Tennis, and this book is actually, in my opinion, a really good trading book. The reason I say it's a good trading book is because The Inner Game of Tennis talks about the mindset that you have to always have a really good, tennis stroke. Or it might be the golf game, but it's the same concept, right? I think there's inner game of golf and inner game of tennis, but there is a concept in this book where the main character is pretty much saying like hit, like every time that the ball comes, she says like hit or something. She just has this like mental cue. So when you're trading and you want to have consistent entries, you can have some sort of inner thing with yourself where you're like, okay, after a 3-minute candle closure, I enter, like boom, or like for me, it could be like, okay, when we tap this low and then we close over it, boom, I enter. So you want to have something that is very consistent, that you can repeat to yourself, almost like a little mantra or like a little thing that you can do and repeat it, right? And just, you have to have a cue for your brain to do the same thing every day. Look at that chart. Nice long it opened and bull flagging. Who's going to long that? All right, Anthony, now I understand. We're talking about bull flags and candlestick patterns, which is why you thought there was an entry. If you're serious, if you're fucking with me, then I'm fucking with you. Inner Game of Tennis. You guys need to read a book called The Inner Game of Tennis. Let me go ahead and actually find it now that the market is a little bit boring. The Inner Game of Tennis. So this book by Timothy Galloway, it talks about overcoming self-doubt, nervousness, and lapses in concentration, right? This sounds familiar to some of you. I highly, highly recommend this book. Let me see if there's like a little summary. No, I think this is the entire book. But yeah, it talks about self one and self two. Self one is the teller and self two is the doer. So this is fucking like gold for you traders. Gold. Never talk about this. I actually have kind of gatekept this one for a while. You know who showed me that book is actually my godfather. Somebody said, "How's your Goldman Sachs uncle?" He's who showed me that book. Inner Game of Tennis, right here. Crazy book. Really good book. Inner Game of Music, damn. This guy ran with it. After this book went successful, he's like, I'm gonna make the Inner Game of Golf, Inner Game of Tennis. I read this book 15 years ago. Oh yeah. Yeah, when did it come out? I wonder when it came out. Good for Life, Not Just Trading. It's an incredible book. Incredible, incredible book. 1974. I feel like all the best books are like not recent books. You know what I mean? I feel like every good book was written like 15 years ago. That might be the craziest comment that I have ever read in my days. I'm assuming you guys can just know which one I'm talking about. That, yeah, gotta be the craziest comment I've ever read. Thoughts on Trading in the Zone. Incredible book. I do think that The Disciplined Trader is a better book, though. Any businesses going outside of trading? No, everything's pretty much related to trading. There's one venture I am potentially going to be getting into that doesn't really have much to do with trading, but we'll see. We'll see. List 4 books. Inner Game of Tennis. I mean, honestly, I would say quality over quantity, but Inner Game of Tennis is a great book. The Disciplined Trader is incredible. Would I ever use VWAPs as a confirmation? Maybe, but probably not. I mean, like, I don't like to say never in trading because it's like sometimes I'll add stuff, but I don't think so. You are incredible. Thank you, my friend. You are incredible. Bounce off Canada low. Canada low, bro? What? Canada low? Hop on Kick tomorrow. Yeah, I probably will do Kick tomorrow. I'm gonna game plan this talk show. If anybody has any ideas for a market talk show that I do an Asia session where I'll live trade sometimes. So it'll be like live trading and it'll also be like stocks. Like I'll talk about the stocks that I'm buying. I'll talk about macroeconomics, like interest rates, but like more exciting. I'll talk about like the war. I'll talk about news. Like I'll literally just read the news and talk about how I think the news is going to affect price. So if anybody has an idea about that. Bro said Kick tomorrow the 5th time. Okay, yeah, I'll stop saying it. Kick very soon when everything's fixed. Make a set and have guests. I'm definitely gonna have a set. I need to get like a studio in here. Or I can just do like a green screen studio maybe. I want a green card, please. I mean, I can't really help you with that. I don't think anything. I don't think I can do shit with that, right? Got to just follow the process. What's for breakfast, dude? I gotta start eating breakfast today. I literally just had Neurogum. Getting a bit of a move up, but we're too choppy for me to take anything even this rejection off the high. Um, how much time should it take to pass an eval? So if you're gonna go and just be aggressive with it, I mean it's like there's two ways to do it. There's one way where it's like, okay, you're being pretty slow, and it takes you a month or whatever, but I think you can pass 2 weeks, um, 3 weeks. But it's also like some of these new companies like Lucid, you can pass these things really fast. So it depends, but I would say ideally, the shorter the better, obviously. Um, but I would say yeah, a few weeks. Will I be trading during FOMC? Fuck yeah. Is the Cat in the Hat a good book for trading? No. Let me check my text real quick. So when I'm on stream, I don't text my text. Oh, good. Everything's all good. Nothing's happening. I remember one time I was on stream and I got a text from my cleaning lady that said, "Hey, I've been outside for an hour and 10 minutes," and I was like, "Well, I'm trading ES futures, so that is a you problem." No, I'm playing. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I let her in, and then I felt bad. I gave her a tip, but um, true story. She was just chilling out there while I was on live. I did. No, they made a lot of money. I don't use that company anymore, but that company did quite well. Backtest stream would be a W. We could totally do that. Do I play video games? Yes, but like I don't know. I'll probably play some video games today. Actually, I might. Cause I'm gonna be on my computer a lot today, working with Claude. I'm building like I'm building a bunch of. I mean, I always am, but I'm building a trade. I don't know how to describe it. Almost like a trade assistant thing with Claude. But I'm trying to help. I'm pretty much trying to build like a hedge fund with like Claude and have it like analyze a lot of my investments. Have like a researcher, have like a technical person, have like a little team of agents all working together to validate my investment ideas and sometimes my trade ideas, but mainly like a little bit longer term stuff. Claude is expensive. I spend so much money on that shit. Bookmap, please. All right, I got you. Some people are just coming on here to get free Bookmap. Can't blame them. I mean, fuck. That's the exact kind of shit that I would do. It's hustle. It is expensive as fuck too. I mean, I really cannot blame them. Use Olama. I used to do that. I used to use all that shit. I used to use like Llama. I used to use Hugging Face. I actually know a good bit about AI. Would I come to the UK? Potentially. Um, what's a good alternative for Bookmap? There's a site called Deep Charts, but I don't know. I think Bookmap's pretty damn good. I missed along on the flying squirrel pattern. I know, dude. There's this one guy that just comments "Bookmap, please" every like 2 minutes. I'll give it to you. Good bit of orders sitting around 622 or 627.50. Bookmap Global Plus is really expensive. It is. It is. My way of looking at anything that I buy for trading is like, how much money do I make off of a trade if I'm right? A fuck ton of money. How much money do I lose? Also a lot of money. If something helps me win one time more or lose one time less, it was instantly worth that investment. So that's how I think about it. Even when I fucking first started, I thought about it like that. But obviously, like you can't, like there's something you just can't afford. Like when I was coming up, I couldn't afford Bookmap, So it's all a matter of, being smart with your capital. Just, that's how I thought of like, when I was thinking of like, okay, where am I going to spend my money? It was only on shit like that. I missed the bounce off of Mexico low. I know, bro. Is it worth it to try and flip a $500 account? What, are you trading futures? Are you trading Forex? Are you trading crypto? Like, you need a little more information. You're trading options? Like, what asset? Cat guy. What asset are you trading? Because it's very asset dependent. If you're telling me futures, probably not. Options, no. Futures, I would just recommend a little bit more. I would recommend like $2 or $3 grand and then maybe trade micros. It's possible. But the other thing I'd ask you is I would ask you if you're going to be like glued to that account or if you're okay just like not looking at that money at all. I miss Mohit. I think he's still in here. Mohit, where you at? I'll be on here for like 5-10 more minutes. How long did it take me to understand order flow? A little bit, because I didn't understand market auction. Once I understood that the market is a constant auction and we're just in this battle between, buyers and sellers, bids and asks, I started understanding it. Which subscription? I have the Global Plus. Very slow month. Pretty sure it's because of the news and the war and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, if I had to assume why it's been a slow month, one, summertime, so just like that's just part of it. But mainly the war news. I'm gonna send this recording to my Clippers real quick. Clippers, I'm about to send you my live recording. No, I will not be taking any trades today. How to be a Clipper? Post a clip on TikTok and then tag me. Trading is a game. Trading is like boxing. Every day you wake up and you're probably gonna get knocked the fuck out, but you got a shot. Go to Dubai. I actually would be completely down to go to Dubai. If anybody's trading the rest of the day, I mean, just like obviously watch this level right now, 7627. And if we reject off of this level, it's gonna be extremely choppy all day. If we end up filling, these orders and we move up, might get a move to all-time highs, but I don't know. Who try to go half on Bookmap? Let's work together. That's what I call teamwork. I have a meeting. Oh my gosh, you guys just see that order on Bookmap? Big fucking order just came through. Interacting with these levels that I was just talking about. My first big win was actually on stocks, and it fucked me up. I was trading Sava, this like biotech company. I made, I don't know, $2 grand or $1,000, and I literally thought that I was like Warren Buffett. Like I thought that I was so good at trading because I was young. I was really really young at this time. That was more money than I'd ever seen in my life, in like that amount of time. So I was very overconfident, and I thought that I was an amazing trader, and then I ended up blowing my Robinhood account shortly after.
Big Sugar said that. Told you you were going up. That's why we listened to Big Sugar. Well, you were right, Big Sugar. You were right. You were right. All right, I'll do like a few more questions and then we will sign off. Big Sugar, give me signals. Um, I would always be careful with taking signals from the chat. Look at Bookmap real quick. Yeah, there's a lot going on in Bookmap. Um, what are my thoughts on trading orb on Asia session? I've seen it work. I've seen it work on gold actually. I've seen it work on gold for the Asia session. Uh, my 3 miles on the treadmill is up. Oh fuck yeah! Congratulations. I'm about to go get my 3 miles in. I think I can. Yeah, I can definitely do 3 miles today. I feel good. You don't trade if orb is bigger than 20 points. Yeah, I mean if it's smaller than 3 points, I would not look at it. Sorry, I'd say 3 point. Um, do I ever do London session? I'm not. I'm not awake during London session. Pretty damn early for me. Eastern Standard Time. London sessions what? 3 a.m. to 8. I mean, sometimes I'm up. I won't lie. I have weird sleep habits. Uh, but just for fucking crypto, it would just be crypto. SpaceX live. Will I trade live in Asia? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do the talk show. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a talk show where I'm just gonna be, yeah. Bookmap is crazy. I'm gonna be talking about gold. I'll talk about the news. I'll talk about a bunch of different shit, and I'll definitely live trade as well. Maybe I throw on a suit. How do you know you're moving forward even though you're not making money? Um, Not sure if you're referencing trading or life, but I can give you advice on that. You have to understand where money comes from. Money is a result of being incredibly good at something, right? If you're better than somebody else at something, the economy, with the internet, with the market, with whatever, will pay you for that, right? If you have a better skill than somebody else, like you're a lot better, you will be paid. Like when I was, you know, really, really good at trading, it was very hard for me to not make money because I was just naturally fucking amazing at trading, like not being a dickhead, not being cocky, but that's the reality. It's like LeBron James, it's hard for him to not make money. So I would judge yourself not by money, but by skill progression, right? Are you learning? Are you getting better? Are you realizing things? Are you, not making the same mistakes? So that's what I would be looking at. I would be judging yourself by skill progression. Where do I look at news? Mainly Twitter, mainly X. I'm looking at Financial Juice. Nathan trades the AM Orb. I love that shit. My dog. Did I meditate today? I need to stop sitting like this. That's such a sketchy position. I didn't actually. No, today I didn't. I did yesterday. What's good, RP? Haven't been in your Discord for a year, but finally started getting payouts with Apex. I remember you, Josh. Fuck yeah, bro. Dude, that's sick.
Oh, of course, dude. I love doing these lives. That's awesome, though. I remember talking to you, bro. That's fucking sick. I love that. I love when like somebody like comes back and they're like, you know what, bro, it's been a bit, but like I'm doing well. I'm crushing it. Getting pets. I love seeing that shit. When a lot of people place buy orders, does it go up or down? So great question. When a lot of people place buy orders, um, first, there has to be somebody willing to sell, right? If there are, then price will go up. If not, then technically price will go down. Market's a constant auction, right? So people have to be willing to agree. I'm gonna sign off on here in a second and go grab some lunch with my friend. Would I ever go to Austin, Texas? I would. I would go to Austin, Texas. Is there a cheaper alternative to Bookmap? There probably is. I think there's some sort of like NinjaTrader extension. There definitely is. W friend. Hell yeah. Do I have kids? I sure hope not. No, I don't have kids. Stream all that. Me going to lunch, I don't think is that exciting. Have you got Bookmap connected to your bot? That's actually part of what I'm working on with Claude and with all this shit. What are you getting for lunch? I think we're gonna go to this like members club. Yeah, we're gonna go to this members club, or I might just go to the beach and grab lunch, bro, because I love having some good lunch on the beach. Let me check this reservation thing real quick. Dude, I was about to name drop this restaurant, but then I was like, holy shit, like, I need to gatekeep this shit. I hate to say that, but like, where could I go to lunch? Oh, bet. Okay, I got some good spots. All right, last question. Somebody asked me some question. What the fuck? That's some weird fucking price action. Why is it like? I don't know. That just looked kind of weird. I'm playing about the rage bait. I just like gatekeep. I just like rage bait you guys sometimes. Know where price is going 90% of the time, or meet the love of your life tomorrow. Fuck. I wonder what percentage of the time I know where price is going. That's actually, I'm curious. 'Cause I mean, like, obviously one could say that's my win rate, but I would say those are two different numbers. I'd say my win rate and me knowing where price is going are two completely separate numbers. I actually do wonder what that number is. Bro, just order Uber Eats and watch charts. I actually will probably start doing that. Part of me just wants to just stream all fucking day long. Cause I'm in this mode where I just really want to like be next to the fucking computer. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off real quick. I'm gonna go grab some lunch with my boy. Do I mark out all the previous highs and lows for the new contract? Yes, you do. Did I start on a funded or a live account? I actually started on a funded account. Or no, I started on a live account. I started on a live. Fuck yeah. All right, y'all. Slow day, but good day, right? Obviously, no trades today. I am completely fine with not taking any trades. Obviously some people Some people caught the choppy trades, but W Street, just marry a computer. I would. I mean, fuck. I love my computer. But yeah, I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna do my talk show thing. But I'm open to ideas. If anybody wants to comment on my TikTok about the RP talk show, gonna be a combination of Asia Session live trading, and then talking about stocks, talking about news, all that stuff. But great stream, everybody. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna change up real quick and go grab some lunch, and then yeah, we'll stay in touch. Peace out. And as far as tomorrow, same exact time tomorrow. It might be a little bit earlier, but yeah, same time tomorrow. If you're wondering where or when I'll be live, 9:30 every day. That's what we do. That's what we fucking do. But peace out, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming on here. I just love hanging out with you guys, even if there's no trades. Always fucking fun. Always a fucking vibe. Always a good vibe. Because if you guys weren't here, I'd just be talking to myself. So it's nice that, I could talk to you guys and not just sit there and talk to myself.